and welcome to my channel. It's German and today's topic is German in a context. Okay, here I'll have a short story and you can see the short story here as well. Now I'm going to read it one by one, one sentence, and meanwhile I'm going to explain the grammar that we came across, the new expression and the new construction. Okay, let's begin. Take a look, please, at this short story. Mein Freund lebt in Berlin. Okay, my friend lives in Berlin. I think probably you know that there are two verbs in German that mean to live. They are leben and wohnen. There is difference between them. You know, I know three ideas that explain the difference between those verbs, and those aren't mine, but I like them. Okay, take a look, please. The first idea is that you can use leben for the long-term situation. For example, you say that ich lebe in Berlin. It means that probably I was born and raised in Berlin. Probably I moved to the Berlin some times ago, and I'm not going to move to another place. So if you say that ich lebe in Berlin, it means that I'm going to live here for a long time, you know. Wohnen you can use for the short-term situation. For example, you want to say that ich wohne in Berlin. It means that you are going to live in Berlin for a short period of time. For example, because of your job, because of your study, you know, because when it's be done, probably you are going to move to somewhere. Well, now I think you understand the difference between ich lebe in Berlin or ich wohne in Berlin. Okay? The second idea that express the difference between all those verbs are that you can use leben if you want to say about the country or the city, and you can use wohnen if you want to say that you live probably in an apartment or in a house. Okay, one more time, leben for the country or the city, and the wohnen for the apartment or house. Okay, and the third idea that I liked as well is that you can use wohnen if you are talk about the place where you sleep, okay? And you can use leben for the places where you work or probably go out or probably take part in a life, yeah, for example. Well, three ideas that I like very much, and I think for the first time it's really easy to understand, to feel the difference between those verbs. Okay, the next. By the way, that's why here, for example, my Freund lebt in Berlin. It means that he has been living in Berlin for a long time and he's not going to move there. Yeah, that means leben here. Okay, the next. Ich besuche ihn fast jedes Jahr. I visit him almost every year. Okay, first. Besuchen, it means to visit. Besuchen takes always accusative case. That's why I said that ich besuche ihn. Don't forget to turn into in an accusative case. Okay? One more time. Besuchen plus accusative. So that you want to say that ich besuche ihn. Okay? I visit him. It's very important in German. And why I said jedes Jahr, not like jede, jeder, and so forth. Well, in German there are so-called der words. They are definite articles, der, die, das, and such words like dieser, this, jener, that, jeder, every, welcher, which, and some other words. What's so different about those words? The most important thing that those words like dieser, jener, jeder, welcher have three different forms for the three different genders. That's why, for example, every year. Das Jahr, jedes Jahr. Or you can say every month, der Monat, jeder Monat. Or you can say every week. You see, die Woche, jede Woche. Okay, that's why I said jedes Jahr. Okay? The next. Ich kenne ihn schon einige Jahre. Ich kenne ihn gut. Und ich weiß, dass glücklich ist. Okay, what we can see. The first we come across the verb kennen, to know. And it always takes accusative case one more time. That's why I said ich kenne ihn, okay? Not ich kenne or something like that, yeah? So one more time. To know someone, kennen plus accusative, okay? But probably you have noticed that there was another verb, wissen, and it means to know as well. What's the difference between kennen and the wissen? You know, there is an idea that expresses the difference between those verbs, and I like it as well. And the idea is not mine, but of the native German speakers. And you know, I think it's very easy after this idea to feel the difference. Well, you can use wissen for the verb-based information, and you can use kennen for the entities. Like in our examples, please take a look. Ich kenne ihn schon einige Jahre. There is no another verb, only kennen. So we can use here kennen. The next sentence, ich kenne ihn gut. There is no another verb, only kennen. But in the next sentence, what do you come across? Und ich weiß, dass glücklich ist. Take a look, please. There is another verb, sein, okay? Conjugated verb ist for the er. That's why. Here, we should use wissen for the verb-based information. Otherwise, I can say that just there is another verb in a sentence, okay? Let's take an example, like remember one thing. If there is another verb in a sentence, you can use wissen. If there is not another verb, you can use kennen. I think it's more easy, yeah? Okay. The next grammar point what I wanted to highlight is dass glücklich ist. I think you know that. About the German word order, it's a very strict rule that when it comes to simple sentences, the verb has to be on the second position, always, no matter what on the first position. But the verb has to be on the second position, okay? But here we have simple sentence, yeah, clause, and subordinated clause. And there is another strict rule. Das, it means that, okay? By the way, ich weiß, dass glücklich ist. I know that he's happy, yeah? Das is subordinated conjunction. And after such subordinated conjunction, like das, that, while, because, as, and some others, if the verb goes to the end of a sentence. Always goes to the end of a sentence, okay? That's why we have to say here, not like ich weiß, dass ich weiß, dass zum Beispiel, yeah, ist glücklich ist. No, it's wrong. The rule tells us that we have to put the verb into the end of the sentence after the subordinated conjunction das. That's why. Ich weiß, dass glücklich ist. It's very important. Okay, the next. Mein Freund heißt Otto. Und Otto ist verheiratet. Okay, verheiratet sein is translated very easy to be married. Okay, ich bin verheiratet. Okay, the next. Seine Frau arbeitet nicht. Sie ist Hausfrau. Sie führt den Haushalt. Okay, here we come across the new expression, and it's den Haushalt führen. It means to keep the house. Den Haushalt führen, to keep the house. Okay? Well, the next. Sie hat viel zu tun. Well, some people translate this sentence like she has a lot of things to do. But there is a construction, German construction, haben plus zu plus infinitive. And you know, you can use these constructions in German when you want to say that you need to do something. Not you have, but you need. Because if you want to say that I have to go, yeah, for example, you should use müssen plus like ich muss gehen. It will be translated as I have to go, okay? But don't be confused that if you use the construction haben plus zu plus infinitive in German, in English it will be sounds like I need to do. You see? The idea works here as well. Sie hat viel zu tun. It means she needs to do a lot. Okay? One more time. Haben plus zu plus infinitive. You can use when you need to do something. And you can use the construction müssen plus infinitive. Müssen, by the way, it's a modal verb. In English, it's equivalent like I have to do something, yeah, or I must do something. I have to go, or I must go. Ich muss gehen, and so forth. Okay. The next. Sie sorgt für ihre Kinder. One more time, we came across a new expression. Sorgen. Für jemanden sorgen, it means like to care of somebody. Für. Don't forget that after the preposition für, you should take noun or pronoun into accusative case. Okay? But if it's accusative case, it's a very important thing that even our masculine, say, ein becomes ein and die becomes den. They are not changing for the neuter, for the plural, and for the feminine genders. Okay? I think it's very easy. Well, the next. Mein Freund hat zwei Kinder, einen Sohn und eine Tochter. One more time. Take a look, please, that I said einen Sohn. Why? Because haben in the meaning of obligation, yeah, to have a sister, to have a brother, takes accusative case. That's why I said einen Sohn. There is no changing for the feminine. That's why I said eine Tochter. Okay? The next. Heute feiert Mairo seinen Geburtstag. By the way, sein Sohn heißt Mairo. Okay? Well, one more time. Here we came across a new expression to celebrate something. Okay? And it's feiern. Okay? But don't forget that feiern takes always accusative case. That's why I said seinen Geburtstag. Seinen, because sein becomes seinen in accusative case. The next. Seine Tante kommt heute, aber sie kommt leider ohne ihre Tochter. Sie sagt, Mairo, deine Cousine kommt heute nicht, aber das ist ihr Geschenk für dich. Ein Wörterbuch. Benutze dieses Wörterbuch. There are some things that I would like to tell you about. The first things, take a look please at the preposition ohne, okay? Ohne ihre Tochter. The preposition ohne takes always accusative case. That's why, if it were her son, for example, yeah, I would say ohne ihren Sohn, okay? That's why it's very important to remember that after the preposition ohne, you should take accusative case, okay? The next. Take a look, please. Mario, deine Cousine kommt heute nicht. Okay? In German, we can negate something with nicht und kein. What's the difference between kein and the nicht? The most important idea is that you can negate in a sentence a noun with the kein. And if you negate a verb, you should use nicht. Take a look at our sentence. Here we negate the verb come, okay? That's why I used here nicht. It's very important because you can't negate a verb with kein. Okay? The next. One more time, we came across the preposition für, and don't forget the für takes all the time accusative case. That's why für dich, not für du, okay, or für dir, because dir it's dative case and dich accusative case. One more time, für dich, okay? Ein Wörterbuch. Benutze dieses Wörterbuch. Benutze. Use this dictionary. Yeah? Well, you know, there are some verbs in German language that can mean to use, and they are nutzen, benutzen, verwenden, anwenden, und gebrauchen. I'm going to make another video where I'm going to details about the difference between all those verbs, but I can tell you one thing for sure, that to give a strict rule about the difference between all of those verbs is impossible in English, because only native German speakers can feel which verb they can use and which verb will be more applicable, okay? Because sometimes you can use them like interchangeably, sometimes not. Well, one more time, benutzen, use. Okay, the next. Hier gibt es auch viele Redewendungen. Here there are a lot of phrases or expressions. Okay, we came across the construction as gibt. It's equivalent to English there is, okay? But in English we use that in two ways, for the singular and for the plural. There is and there are. But in German it's a very easier. One way, as gibt, no matter whether there is a plural or the single. Okay, it's very easy. One more time, if you want to negate there is, you should use kein. Okay, don't forget about the accusative case. The construction as gibt takes always accusative case. Okay, well, the next. Die Familie verbringt die Zeit lustig. Okay, we can make the verb verbringen. Verbringen, to spend, yeah. And there is another verb, ausgeben, in German, and it means to spend as well. But it's very easy to remember the difference between all those verbs. Memorize. If you spend money, Geld ausgeben. If you spend time, Zeit verbringen. One more time. To spend money, Geld ausgeben. To spend time, Zeit verbringen. I think it's very easy, yeah? Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and listening to me, and have a nice day. Bye.